Today on Destination Polaris, we crank up the RPMs on a new race season.
Plan is, once we get the car dialed in, to hammer it.
Be warned, there's an old face with a new team who came to win.
Of course I want to win. And when we've dropped the flag, I'm going to be going into kill mode.
We're not coming out here to just hang out and run mid-pack.
Hang on for the ride. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
It's 100 degrees on a late August morning, and race car driver Craig Scanlon has gathered his entire team in the Arizona desert for a shakedown.
So great shoes.
That one, I'll try to walk off. It's a brand new car, it's a brand new motor, it's a brand new everything. So, it's just a lot of time checking everything and making sure it's just right. This is the first time we're gonna go out as a team and get to see all the work from the last 9 months come to fruition a little bit.
For Scanlon and his Arizona-based team, this test run means everything.
Okay. Our plan is to basically run a mock race and have the chase teams out where they're supposed to be and throw the flag and run a full 200 miles.
Now, it's not unusual for teams to run shakedowns, but to simulate a full race, well, that's something you just don't see.
Obviously, we won't have the dust from the other competitors and everybody else out there banging doors, but the mileage and putting the work in is kind of a big part of what's going to make us successful when we do go out there. But most of the guys that I race against, and especially the Polaris guys, I'm really close friends with, so they all know I'm here, and I know what they're doing too. So it's no secret what we're doing this weekend.
Craig's right. It's no secret he's serious about winning.
It was unbelievable.
He's been behind the wheel racing for Jagged X the past 5 years, but in 2017, it's a whole new ball game.
Goal for 2017, first and foremost, is to run a classy program, run a program that the other programs look at and can respect.
That program ain't no joke. Scanland Motorsports has all the tools to run near the front of the pack. Just take a look at his setup.
I'm kind of all in or not in. If you're gonna do something, do it. And if you're not, don't.
Everything's first class, top of the line cars, support equipment. He's not taking it lightly.
And when guys like shot guru Randy Anderson show up, you know it's serious business.
He's designed and run Walker Evans programs for years and years and years, and the things he's been through and the places he's been, you can't do that without doing it and putting the years on.
On the business side, we can communicate honestly with each other, and trust me, and there's something he doesn't like about me or what I'm doing, he's gonna say something, and vice versa.
He can watch the car go down the road and tell me things that I can't tell him driving.
You're gonna know what's gonna happen when you set it up for day two.
It's just fine-tuning everything to fit him, and there really is no right or wrong.
Stick around as we drop the green flag on our practice race.
I'm guaranteed a first and a last tomorrow, so that's kind of cool.
You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Super ATV, your trusted source for high-quality parts and accessories. And by Aluma Trailers, the best aluminum trailers available.
Yeah.
It's 9 a.m. on a hot August morning outside Parker, Arizona, where Craig Scanlon and the Scanland Motorsports team prepare to test their new race car.
You don't have to break it the first 30 yards.
I love this source here. I love this source. I love this source. There's nobody with a bigger lead foot than two of you idiots. You're telling me how to roll in, roll out. This is when you get to really have the fun, so it's a big deal.
Of course it's a big deal. There's over 20 guys out here sweating their butts off.
That goal is a win. There's no other reason to be standing out here in the dirt if you're not competing for a win every race.
Crew Chief Alan Kleinimus knows a new car and a new team both come with challenges.
We've been busy all day working on shocks, working through problems with the cars, fighting different problems, figuring them out, and then moving on to something else.
Alan, I'll tell you, you want a guy who's a leader and a guy who knows how to wrench and will run the program the right way. When we're outside the car, Alan's our guy.
All right, guys, enough talk. Let's get this practice race started.
All right, clear.
The whole motivation behind it was get everybody here and get them all familiar with what we got going on, and then put them in a mock race situation to try and get them used to what's going on. You look real good coming down the road. Almost looked like you knew what you were doing.
I don't know what happened to him in the year we haven't raced. He's gotten to be such a sassy guy. Like, slow down.
So the belt had to help some.
Yeah, the bell helped.
Yeah, I put your jack out, your spares out.
Are they doing 2 laps?
Like when you guys went through the rock garden, how did it react? Like, over that nasty squared
Yeah,
off
I mean,
stuff.
it hits you, but it's supposed to hit you.
Yeah.
Going through there so much faster than we normally do.
Right.
It didn't feel like it because the car handles better.
Right.
And I looked down, and the speedo was still saying 45 miles an hour, 50
And he
miles
never
an hour.
went through there that fast
No,
before.
so-
It's just performance. When he pulls in and he needs something, we just need to get it done and get him back out there. .931 race. You got a copy?
Yeah, we got a copy out. We're in limbo because the radiator fans aren't coming on.
10-4, Craig. I think you only got those 3 resettable fuses on your dash. Just have Keith or you take a look at them, make sure they're not popping. Today's gone well until just now. We got a fan issue, which that's not a big deal. We'll get to the bottom of that and get it dialed in what's causing it to shut the fans off. That's the purpose of coming out here, to have these failures now and not in the race.
It does whatever you ask it to do. I mean, it's so predictable, so that makes you as a driver a lot better because you don't have to worry about what could happen. So like going into a corner, it's so flat and it does exactly what you want it to do. It's so smooth in and out.
Even the little things need to get ironed out.
This car is so much louder than our old car that we gotta figure out the radios a little bit because I'm like, huh? And he's like, what? And I'm like, huh? And he's like, what?
We're not coming out here to just hang out and run mid-pack. We really do have a goal in mind, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get there.
Coming up next, we pull off the track and into the boardroom. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Kicker and SSB Works. Go wherever your music takes you. And by KMC Wheels, precision for chaos. And by B&W Trailer Hitches, towing adventure. And by Polaris Visa Card, power your passion. Earn Polaris cash on all of your purchases.
Now, Craig, if my memory serves me correct, your first race was here in Parker, and I was here for that race. 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago. We did the Parker 250, Bill Schuler from Jagged X and I.
Craig's life changed forever that day.
We went out and raced and had a blast, and from that moment on, this is kind of what I do.
Jagged X and the Schuler family helped guide Craig along the way, partners and mentors.
Those guys got me into it, they got me here, and couldn't be more pleased with that and couldn't be more thankful to those guys. We're kind of going different directions with teams, but they're family to me, and they will be forever.
But I gotta believe, Craig, there's some guys out there that you've been buddies with for a long time that you want to beat.
You know, what I'll tell you is, there are guys I want to beat, but I also, if I'm not going to win, I want them to win.
I feel like you've got way too much competitiveness in you to be, just kind of like, okay, we finished.
Well, there's probably a lot of truth to that. But at the same time, I just know who's out there. Of course I want to win. And when we've dropped the flag, I'm going to be going into kill mode to try to win the race. But at the same time, I get it. This isn't two teams out in the field. This is 70 guys all going for one spot.
Just tell me right now, it's Jagged. You want to be Jagged.
No, I love those guys. I love those guys. Yes, I want to be
I beat you.
I want to beat Jagged, and I want to beat the rest of them too. But honestly, I love the Schulers. I would never be doing what I'm doing now without Bill, Brandon, Justin, Chris. They're a part of my family too.
All that time spent racing for Jagged X, and most people just knew him as race car driver Craig Scanlon. Very few knew him as Polaris off-road executive.
My title here at Polaris, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer. I've been with Polaris for over 14 years, and as a CMO, I report directly to the CEO, and within the off-road group, I'm pretty much involved in most of the big heavy lifting decisions. The cool part is, just as many people out in the desert didn't know I was racing, there's just that many people at Polaris that don't. We have 10,000 employees. Not everybody knows that this is a passion of mine.
So does working at Polaris give you an advantage?
I would tell you, no. So I don't tap into the resources that maybe I could.
Ask around the office and you'll hear words like determined, aggressive, and intense to describe Craig.
I think I smile sometimes too, I would tell you in the right circumstances, I am a lot of different things, And when we're getting ready to race, yeah, I'm gonna be all those things. But, when we're done with the race and it's time to, enjoy what we just did, I'm gonna lighten up too. As far as the work stuff, I don't know, my job's a little serious at times. When work's busy, and I do this at 10 o'clock when everybody goes to bed.
Craig's drive to succeed both on and off the course came early in life.
My mom tells me the first time I struck out in baseball, I threw my bat against the backstop and I've never stopped.
It may have something to do with where he grew up.
I grew up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, mostly known for the Bethlehem Steel. It's a blue-collar steel town. I mean, the steel's closed now, but growing up, it was very much a steel town.
A steel background, forged an iron will to compete.
It spills over to how I, father my children. It spills over to this. It's in me. This has a thrill to it. This keeps me young in heart.
So if you have a bad race or a bad season, do you get transferred to the snow department or what?
No, I've had some bad seasons, so I'm pretty sure I get to stick with Polaris and continue my work there. Scott Wine, our CEO, he's a big supporter of me being out here doing this, but I keep it very separate. My job at Polaris and my racing this is my own company, and this is what I'm doing out here.
And out here means he gets to bring his son to the office.
I think it's actually really cool.
This day isn't just about testing. Craig brought along his 10-year-old son, Cole.
All the cool stuff in it, all the cool stuff outside, all these people I get to meet, pretty cool.
What kid wouldn't think this is pretty cool?
Our name is on the front. It's my favorite color, red. I'm so happy, I'm so excited.
Excited enough to grow up to be a race car driver?
That I don't know yet. I think I might think about it.
So how does this rank for pretty cool dad stuff?
Probably one of the top 10.
Try again there, Cole.
Yeah, number 1, basically.
All right, you want to go?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, let's go. To be able to show my kids that this world's out there, at the age of 10, as opposed to when I learned about it at the age of 37, you can't put words to it. This is the kind of trip where this is lifetime stuff.
When we come back, Scanlon Motorsports rolls up to the start line for their first race of the season. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Brimstone. Camp, ride, and kick back at Brimstone. And by PRP. Seats, harnesses, and storage for your UTV. PRP, built for off-road. And by BF Goodrich Tires, who asks you, are you driver enough? And by Walton's, everything but the meat.
This is the right place to launch Scanlon Motorsports because this is where it all started for you.
I never even thought of it that way, but Parker, I love Parker, and I probably love it, didn't even really, unconsciously know it, but because of that first race.
Five years ago here in Parker, Craig won his first race in the sportsman class.
It was unbelievable. The vehicle had 6 miles on it when we started.
Now, he's racing with the big boys.
This is our program. We got a full team of people that want to work hard at it. They proved that to me, over the past couple weeks.
First race is going to be at Parker as well. You going to win that one?
I'll tell you, there's so many good guys out there that winning a race would be fantastic, but I just want to get a brand new car and get it up on the box or, get in the top 10 and then take it from there. People think that you build a car and you show up to the race and you go race it and you put it back in the garage and you pull it back out the next time. There's so much work that goes in behind the scenes.
They hope all that work pays off at the start line.
We tested in Barstow, we tested in Parker. We have a very, very fast race car. What was a test race is now a real race. Today we started, we ran unlimited, so the unlimited class starts way in the back. I don't know, there was a sea of vehicles in front of me when we started. I'd love to sit here and tell you that as long as we finish and the car's in good shape and da-da-da-da-da, it's not that way. anybody out here isn't looking to just finish. We want to do well.
Scanlon Motorsports is off the line at the Blue Water 250 in Parker, Arizona.
The course was rough. The course was rough, and you couldn't see. It was dusty beyond dust. Even at one point, I couldn't see Keith sitting next to me. So, Walker having shocks. We put so much time and effort in with with Randy and Ronnie and RJ helping us out, and our guys from our team. They ran flawless today. Never faded. Never did anything. So that really helps big time with the car. Worked our way up through, and we're able to get a top 10 overall. So we're pretty psyched about that.
Max is a trick get on stage with everything incredible.
How'd it go out there today, Craig?
It went really well. I mean, we had a couple issues. We were running really well, picking our way up through the pack, and then we had a little bit of a belt issue on a brand new car, which is we were expecting to have some issues first race, but we were able to get a change. Keith did an awesome job, and we were able to throw it back down. Let's put it this way: it's a brand new car. This is his first race miles on it, and for a first race, I couldn't be happier with it. I think we'll evolve the car over time. Our guys will work on it and keep wrenching on it and keep making it better and better. But for a first race, couldn't be any happier with it.
Scanlon Motorsports is on the gas. Racers, you've been warned.